Amrex with OEM products. It's come to our attention here recently some of the improvements that we've made on the machinery, which really doesn't translate into more production on the floor, but maybe it translates into a lot easier to work on the machines, a little more accessibility, some changes that we made to make it easier to do field maintenance, or even bring them in here and do some work on the machines. But whenever we are doing some of the more long-term maintenance on these things, this thing has a couple thousand hours on it. So, you know, whenever you start looking at doing a little more in-depth maintenance or repairs on these machines, we're finding that although we did what we did back then, there are some ways to improve accessibility. We do have access to the controls. Getting to this side of the engine for like a thermostat change or maybe a wiring fault issue, that's a little harder to get to that, a little more painstaking to access that. And so we've made those changes. On these older machines, we had these rubber tie downs to hold these sides from rattling or from losing them. We've made some changes on that. We've also, in the old days, we wanted to kind of keep everything tucked inside of the cowling area, including the battery. Makes a really nice, clean machine from the outside, but accessibility to this battery to jump start it maybe, or if you know, this thing is in a very hot environment, so the battery may fail prematurely. So we'll go over the newer machine here in a minute and show you some of the changes that we've made to be able to perform some of the maintenance that we will have to perform at some point in time. These things don't last forever. All the components don't last forever. So it's kind of making those types of changes a lot easier. Okay, so this is a 2024 model. This engine on this machine is a GM engine, 2.4 liter. As you can see, the battery is mounted out here so that if we do leave the key on and run the battery down, we can access the battery a lot easier. It's out here in the open, so it doesn't get the heat from the engine or any of the hydraulics. We do have full access to the pump and all the steering components. On this side cowling here, we've made this where these tabs go into here. We don't have to have a rubber cowling latches. You're not going to lose this cowling while you're transporting it down the road. On this machine, we actually made this front cover where it is removable. So in case you need to access maybe the thermostat or a valve cover, a propane regulator, something like that, then take some bolts out, move that plate out of the way, you've got full access to it. So again, this battery is protected, so you're not able to short it out on the propane tank or anything like that. So basically the same machine, only a whole lot better.